Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're looking at a young lady who goes by the name of NYX, N-Y-X. She's from RENE of Paris. This is what she looks like, and I have her in the color Mochaccino-R. So stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Coco and this is Coco's Hair Solutions. Today we're looking at NYX from RENE of Paris. She is another one of those beachy wave girls that we really love, and she's got a lace front and a monopart, and we're just going to take a look at her. She's right here on the model. Perfect shoulder length, right there in that mid-range that allows us to have freedom from the constant rubbing of our hair fibers on our clothing. And of course you can cut off a little bit if you like her a little bit shorter. This Mochaccino-R color is a beautiful highlights, lowlights, medium brown, golden blonde mixture. Look at that. You can definitely see those highlights and lowlights on there. And I love that wave pattern. It's just relaxed enough to where it's not too curly, it's not straight, but it looks wonderful, doesn't it? Okay, let's take a look at her cap construction. All right, I was wrong about the full mono top. She has a left side mono part, but look at where those lace front goes down into that ear tab. Halfway down the ear tab on both sides, we've got a beautiful lace front, and it looks like we've got bleached knots all along the front of that lace front as well. And this part, I have to say, is significantly wide. It gives you a little bit more space in which to part your hair, and it goes all the way back to the crown. That's a really nice feature because that allows you to have that flat profile that we like when we have a monofilament on the top, right? Okay, we have closed ear tabs with metal stays. We have a closed extended nape, buckle adjusters on the right and left, and then lots of rows of horizontal hair curtains creating those wefts in the back and on the sides. That makes this girl very, very comfortable. Now you notice she has a darkened root, okay, and it's not so pronounced, or it's more like a shadow shade. It does not have that stop-start line that sometimes we see with rooted wigs. So this gives it a little bit more of a softer appearance in that dark root. It almost could be mistaken for a little bit more dense, a little bit more dimension in the color combination of this particular wig. But because this is a standard Mochaccino-R, I am really thrilled with the amount of highlights and lowlights on this particular young girl. I've seen Mochaccino-R before in many of my wigs because this is a color that I like to wear, but it's been more blended and not quite so much highlight, lowlight. Can you imagine what this is going to look like wet, or at least with a little bit of water sprayed on her? Well, we're going to find out. Okay, well, before I put her on, what I have on right now is a Raquel Welch young lady who goes by the name of On Fire. And isn't this a dynamite color too? I love this. I think it's rusty auburn, but you'll find out for sure if you click on this link right up here where I've done a review of her before, and you can go take a look at that whenever you like, all right? So for now, we're gonna look at NYX in Mochaccino-R. Okay, here she is. I'm going to take that. Oh, look at that beautiful highlights right there on the hairline. Oh, they've done a great job with this young lady. I think everybody's taken lessons from Hair You Wear and the Raquel Welch line, because now everybody's doing that beautiful bleached margin on the lace front along with those highlights. Let's look at this hairline so you can see how natural it is. And of course it goes quite a ways down to the ear tabs, and it pulls forward on my sideburn area really nicely, so I get some really good coverage here as well. Okay, well, how does this young lady look to you? I think just right off the mannequin, right out of the box, she looks great. And of course, she naturally wanted to fall right into that left side part of the monofilament part. So let me do a spin for you right now, okay? Okay, look at those curls, look at those highlights, look at those lowlights. So cute. And it dusts the shoulders, just barely. Very cute. Oh, feels wonderful. The cap fits wonderful. It gives me enough coverage coming this way. I feel like she feels perfect for me. I love having that little bit of extra elasticity in my cap construction, and that's what I've got here with this young lady. I love the density of this particular wig. It's not so fine or low density that you can worry about the wefts showing, but on this one you're not going to worry about that. And look at that beautiful wave pattern. Now this side starts a little bit lower, this one starts higher, but that might be because they've parted it. And you know, most hairstyles are curled starting at the center and curling down this way, and then when you take part of that and flip it over, the curls end up being higher on that opposite side. So oh my gosh, this girl's ready to go. Ready to go. How do you like that root? And it's a little bit larger than some shadow shades, but it doesn't have a distinct stop-start. It's really softened in there, and I do like that. And for this particular wig, it automatically wants to stay off of my forehead. For some reason, it just came out of the box that way. So I don't have to deal with it falling in my face. And of course, with these kind of layers and waves, you can actually move some of these and take them back and blend them with another curl in the back, and it will stay there. You can also take small clips and clip things from underneath. That way you don't have a clip showing if you really don't like that look, but you need to have some help keeping these front hair fibers from falling into your face. Oh my gosh, how fun is this? This is so cute. How do you like that color too? Very, very nice. Very good, isn't it? Oh, really nice. And you know, another thing that this particular wig has is a blunt cut, which I really personally like. I don't like the individual fibers and being razor cut. I like it being a little bit blunt and having that fullness right here. Okay, well, we need to take a look at the dimensions on this young lady, okay? Okay, so she has an extended lace front and a partial monofilament part, an 11.5-inch fringe, which that is the front section, 11.5 inches. The crown is 11.5 inches. So that helps contribute to that blunt cut look because the front and the back are both the same length. All right, the nape is 4 inches. She weighs 4 ounces. These fibers are heat friendly, so you can take advantage of that if you like. She comes in 22 colors, rooted and non-rooted. And some of those colors, oh my gosh, they're brand new. Colors like Tray Chocolate, T-R-E-S, chocolate rooted. Truffle Ribbon, Watermelon rooted. White Rose Blonde rooted. Boy, there's some, and Silver Oyster rooted. So there's some really interesting colors that she's available in now. So I would suggest that you might take advantage of this. This is a really nice little wig. Yep, gives that blunt cut, but some fullness. Oh, very, very cute. Well, let's try a little bit of water on her. I'm not going to disturb it much, but I want to see what that's going to do. Well, I don't know if you can see much difference, but the water does have a tendency to make the highlights stand out and the lowlights show up a little bit more. Whether or not it did it on this one, You'll have to tell me. But oh my gosh, what fun is this young lady. Okay, now let's take her outside and see what she looks like in the daylight. Okay, we're gonna step out into the daylight. Okay, it's clear blue skies. Sun is peeking through the trees, and you can see what this color looks like with a little bit of sunshine coming through. It's still filtered, but isn't this a pretty color? If you're a medium blonde or medium light brown with blonde highlights, oh my gosh, this is a great color. Mochaccino-R. Okay, here's the R. Let's take a look at that, the roots. Let's see, I got them up here. There you go. You can see what that looks like. A lot of fun. Okay. Very, very pretty. Let's get into the shade a little bit and see what it looks like that way. Okay. And especially against this really ashy colored background, it shows off the warm tones in this color. The Mochaccino-R does have some warmth to it. All right, let's go back inside. Okay, so just like all of our other longer wigs, we can always put in little clips here and there to pull the hair back or hold it back. But if I find that if your hair, if the wig that you're wearing and the hair that it has can manage to stay put, then a lot of times it just looks great just the way it is. Now I will also tell you that these fibers are heat friendly, and that's a real interesting combination with having mochaccino rooted on a heat-friendly fiber. I have seen and worn Mochaccino-R very frequently, but it's always been in the synthetic, non-heat friendly fibers. This one looks a little bit warmer and more gingery in color, and that is because it is heat friendly. Whenever you have a color in a regular synthetic fiber, and it's being done in a the heat-friendly fiber will always reflect a warmer tone. So if I take this and put it side by side with my other Mochaccino-R wigs, the Mochaccino-R in a synthetic standard fiber is going to look cooler or ashier in comparison to this, which is on heat friendly. So remember that when you're looking to compare colors from a regular synthetic fiber to a heat-friendly fiber. So you've got a little bit more versatility with this young lady too. You could straighten her out a little bit more, or you can add more curl. And she'd look great even with those bigger barrel curls, wouldn't she? I think she would. Alrighty, well, that's going to do it for us today. I hope you've enjoyed seeing NYX. I have really enjoyed discovering her. I think she's going to be one of those I'm going to keep for myself. Alrighty, well, you guys take care. I will see you next time in Coco's Hair Solutions. Bye-bye.